Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats. The ceremony will begin in 2 minutes. Please turn your cell phones off or on vibrate during the ceremony. This is an indoor ceremony using outdoor protocols. Good morning, distinguished guests, family, and friends. On behalf of the Commandant, Lieutenant Colonel James Davis, and the Camp Command Sergeant Major Annie Walker, welcome to the graduation ceremony for Camp Bulldog and the South Carolina State University JROTC STEM Leadership Camp. Thank you for attending today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the National Anthem by Cadet Kasabi Cervantes Espinoza from Lexington Senior High School, Cadet Danielle Krimmer from J.L. Mann High School, Cadet Allison Lynn from Overhills High School, and remain standing for the invocation given by Cadet Jahara Freeman.
Company! Present!
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Order! Forward!
I'm going to pray in my tradition as you do yours. Will everybody please bow your heads? Dear God, thank you for delivering us cadets to this camp and letting us leave with more experience, leadership skills, and direction for the future than we walked into camp with. We want to ask that you bless the staff, cadets, cadre, and every other member of this amazing team that made it possible for us to be here today. And as we leave, we ask that you guide us to a place of safety, tranquility. This we ask in Jesus' name, amen.
46 different high schools in North and South Carolina arrived on Sunday, June 12th at 4th Brigade's first ever Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Camp at South Carolina State University. The camp was appropriately named Camp Bulldog after South Carolina State University's mascot. For a week, the cadets were immersed in the STEM areas of mechanical engineering, chemistry, nuclear physics, cybersecurity, electrical engineering, and computer science. Cadets focused on one area of their choosing under the tutelage of a South Carolina State professor. In addition to the classroom instructions, the cadets received a presentation from the Savannah River site, were introduced to drone operations, and went on a field trip to explore the Citadel and North Charleston Sewer District. The camp culminated with each STEM group presenting their final project to their peers. We are so appreciative to South Carolina State University for hosting this camp, to the Citadel, Northern Charles Sewer District, Savannah River Site, South Carolina Army National Guard, and the Army Reserve for partnering with us to make this a successful endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, the Camp Commandant, Lieutenant Colonel James Davis.
President Conyers, family members, friends, and JROTC cadre and cadets, we have made history. Our cadets completed this week of STEM-related activities that stimulate their interest in STEM careers. They attended the 6 modules, and this camp challenged the way all of us look at the world of STEM through a different lens. It was a vision that began a few years ago by a chance conversation between Colonel Retired Maxie Joy and I. We collaborated with several colleges and found South Carolina State University had the same enthusiasm that we did in establishing a junior ROTC STEM camp. And although we're in the height of the pandemic, we remain optimistic and positive that our very audacious initiative will someday come to fruition. We had 267 cadets from 45 high schools and from 2 states who did not know each other before last week. Our JROTC instructors were also challenged. But our cadets were challenged with leading their peers, leading themselves. And I encourage each cadet to reflect on what you have learned this week and to use it at your school, in your JROTC programs, and throughout your life. In JROTC, you have many opportunities, and our goal was to add additional opportunity and expose you to STEM and introduce you to some of those opportunities and to challenge your capabilities for analysis, synthesis, and processing. I am proud of each of you and I wish you well. This could not be possible without the support of the South Carolina State University staff. And I want to take this amendment to recognize some of our staff members. So when I call your name, please come onto the stage. Mr. Anthony Watson. Dr. Jennifer Cash. Ms. Shanjaya Hauser. Cadet Caitlin Bryant. Cadet Miranda Moultrie. And Cadet Marquise Smith. So although I'm the commandant, I still take my guidance from the sergeant major, who keeps me straight here. This week I also observed a tremendous growth in professional development, the synergy and the commitment of our junior ROTC instructors. I've asked many of you to serve in various roles throughout this week. You accepted those roles and taken on that responsibility. And I want you to know that I appreciate your tenacity and your wisdom. I value your judgment, and I relied on your expertise throughout the week to manage the challenges executing one of the greatest missions I've ever been charged with in my career. At this time, I just want all the junior ROTC instructors, wherever you are, to please stand so everyone can see you. We want to say thank you. We commend you. We honor you, and we appreciate everything you do every day. Thank you. You may be seated. Throughout this week, our cadets lived in the university dorms, ate in the university dining hall, participated in classes by university professors and student assistants, and visit STEM camps, as you heard earlier, off-site. I want to say thank you again to the South Carolina State University staff for the support this week. You came when we needed you, you provided when we asked, and you engaged our cadets with tenacious love and care. This camp is special for many reasons. Among them is the fact that this is the first time we had a JROTC resident summer camp in 3 years. Therefore, none of our cadets you see here today has had the opportunity to participate in a resident JCLC summer camp in the past. And throughout it all, our cadets rose to the occasion. They challenged themselves to new limit, held each other accountable, and lived up to the values embodied in the Cadet Creed. Most importantly, they developed bonds with other cadets, established relationships, and made friends. I encourage you, cherish the friendships, because friendship is essential to the soul. And that friendship is not in here, but it will continue throughout your life. I encourage you to keep like-minded friends who share your values and your aspirations for STEM. You will grow together throughout life's journey. Set the tone, lead by example.
It is an honor for me to introduce our guest speaker for today, South Carolina State University President Alexander Conyers. President Conyers is an alumni of South Carolina State University. He was appointed as the president in May of this year. Prior to becoming the president, he served as a U.S. Army military police officer. He began his Army career in 1983 as an enlisted soldier and progressed to the rank of colonel, retiring in January of 2016. His career included assignments in South Korea and throughout the United States in various command and staff positions. He commanded the 249th Military Police Detachment in South Korea and the 525th Military Police Battalion in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. He also served... Yes, sir.
I see these parents up there waiting for these cadets. I see these buses are waiting. So we're going to get on with this, okay? How's that? Cool. That's what I'm talking about. E equals what? And MC squared means what? Right. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. Good morning, cadets. Good morning. Congratulations, and it's an honor to be with you this morning as you culminate the Departments of the Army's JROTC first STEM camp in South Carolina on the beautiful campus of South Carolina State University. Thank you for the positive energy you transferred to our campus this week. This week was indeed historic for South Carolina State and Junior ROTC, as again we gathered almost 300 cadets from South and North Carolina from 45 different high schools for a week of learning, collaboration, and exploration, all revolving around STEM. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, and students at South Carolina State University, we are immensely grateful for this opportunity. I would like to offer a very special thanks to the Commandant of Camp Bulldog, my great friend, Lieutenant Colonel James Davis, and Command Sergeant Major Walker, along with the other 70 instructors, 14 chaperones, and a sole nurse who we desperately needed this week because of the heat. Let's give our chaperones and our leaders a round of applause, cadets. Cadets, as I watched you this week, I was so impressed with your leadership and your thirst for even more knowledge about STEM. You remain extremely enthusiastic throughout the week and work together to solve problems, determine solutions, and forecast outcomes. After listening to some of your presentations yesterday in the engineering building in Hodge Hall, I'm convinced that our country does not have a problem that bright minds like you can't solve. And I look forward to you leading these solutions. Seniors, I hope you use this camp as a platform for a launching pad for your STEM career. Sophomores and juniors, you have a great opportunity to return to your high school and continue to build on the skills you learned this week, but most importantly, share them with other students at your school. I would also like to personally thank the South Carolina State University faculty members, ROTC staff, and cadets who helped make this week a success. Dr. Ezekwezu, Dr. Cash, Dr. Swain, Lieutenant Colonel Pittman, and Mr. Watson. Let's get started now for planning for next year, because we look forward to making Camp Bulldog even bigger and better next year. Again, cadets, congratulations to each of you, and we were honored to have you here at South Carolina State University, home to over 60 top-notch academic programs, including the state of South Carolina's only nuclear engineering program and the only HBCU in the nation with a nuclear engineering program. Home of a world-class ROTC program that has produced more than 20 general officers, including 4 3-star generals. Home, and this is for parents from North Carolina, home to in-state tuition rates for top students from North Carolina. Home of the magnificent marching one-on-one band, home to a former Miss USA, and home to 4 NFL Hall of Famers, more than any other college in South Carolina. And lastly, home of the 2021 HBCU National Football Champions. We pride ourselves on diversity, and I would like to personally invite each of you back to our campus during football season on our Junior ROTC Day, where we will have thousands of cadets from across South Carolina participating with us. And the tickets are on me for that day. Again, you've made us very, very proud. I look forward to your leadership, leading us not just in South and North Carolina, but across this country. Safe travels to you all today. Parents, thank you for entrusting us with your most precious resource, your sons and your daughters. Enjoy your summer. You're off to a great start. Hoorah! Hoorah!
Throughout the camp, select individuals have distinguished themselves through their actions, attitudes, and leadership. They have truly embodied our camp motto, set the tone, lead by example, and demonstrated that they live by the cadet creed. The cadets moving forward have distinguished themselves throughout the camp for their outstanding performance. The distinguished superior cadet is Cadet Liliana Lizarde, Overhills High School, and she is also the battalion commander. The superior cadet is Cadet Lucas East, East Surrey High School, and he is the battalion command sergeant major. The distinguished honor cadet is Cadet Kendall Martin, Ridgeview High School, and she is the battalion executive officer. The company distinguished cadets are Cadet Victoria Harper, Grimsley High School, and she is also the Alpha Company commander.
That's what I'm talking about! Enthusiasm, a little bit.
Cadet Jebediah Mall, Corinth Holder High School, and he is also the Bravo Company commander.
Awardees, attention! Forward, march!
Every cadet who completed the camp will receive a graduation certificate and ARC to display on their uniform for their achievement in completing a challenging leadership camp and STEM curriculum. Please give all these cadets a round of applause. The Cadet Creed embodies the values that all the cadets strive to live. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the reciting of the Cadet Creed and remain standing for the playing of the Army Song. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Thank you for attending.